welcome back to another wonderful episode of the Bourbon Jamaican. And of course, we got Dropping Nukes with a capital D, capital N for Nukes. And we got Brady, the great connoisseur. We're going to have to come up with a name for Brady at some point.
Drop your suggestions in the comment section.
Yeah, what kind of
Bourbon
name?
Brady, the connoisseur great Brady. I mean,
We got to
let us
find a
know what
name
you
for
think.
Brady. Come up with something for Brady.
Brady.
Hashtag Brady.
What do we got?
So we got Bernheim Barrel Proof. So 2023 is the first year that they did it. So Heaven Hill does an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof and a Larceny Barrel Proof that they release 3 batches of a year. 2023 they decide they're going to do a Bernheim Barrel Proof as well. So they did 2 batches this year. Batch A is 118.8 proof, and batch B, which came out in September, is 120.4 proof. It's really cool. The label actually tells you the mash bill is 51% wheat, 37% corn, and 12% malted barley. So technically, it's a wheat whiskey and not a bourbon.
Oh, it's weeded.
They are 7 to 9 years. I've had the A batch. I just got the B batch, so I'm excited to try them side by side.
B for bourbon.
No, it is not a bourbon. So the glass, we're not doing these blind. Glass on the left is batch A. Glass on the right is batch B.
So we're starting on the left.
Yep.
Ooh, I can smell the proof on this one.
Smells sweet though.
Yeah, I was gonna say it definitely smells high proof, but it definitely has a sweet note to it for sure. Like it's not like whoa. It's more like welcome.
Yeah, it has great leg on it too. Just from from looking, it has great leg.
It's got like a strong brown sugar smell to it.
Some people don't like the whole shake your glass type of thing. You know what I mean? People go swirls, people go shake. I just go like this.
Woo. Spicy.
It's got some proof to it, but it's spicy. It's got a lot of flavor.
Yes. I can't tell this one. This one you can tell it's weeded.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot on the sweeter side.
Yeah, you get that wheat funk. Obviously it's not like a Weller or a Larceny where it's still a bourbon. You got that 51% wheat, but it's got that dusty.
It's not like a dry weed either, though. It's like
it's viscous. It's got a little bit of creaminess to it. It's got a lot of proof, but
it's creamy that leaves your mouth full of water.
Salivate a little bit.
Right.
It's
savory.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely there. Like I can still taste the hug right now, you know, and I'm probably 15-30 seconds into the tasting, and it's not overpowering though. Like it doesn't like smack you, right? You expect the heat and you expect the sweet, but what you said this is A.
Did you mean for that to rhyme? Did you mean for that to rhyme?
No.
So batch A is 118.8.
So I mean, it drinks to it.
Oh,
it definitely does. It's warm. It's inviting. The nose is inviting. The palate is definitely. It's definitely there. Like it gives you that sweet hint to bam.
Yeah, it's got a lot of proof too, but I gotta say it's sweet. I like the flavor profile. Is it something I can drink all the time? No.
This one smells a lot better.
But the MSRP on these also, I think I forgot to mention, is $65. You're not gonna find them for that everywhere, but they don't get marked up that much. So.
This one almost smells like French vanilla ice cream.
Yes, it does.
Like a French vanilla kind of
like custard.
Napoleon. Really flavorful. It's not floral. I would just say it's like more of like a toffee or a truffle.
Yeah. Rich vanilla, and it's got that little bit of toffee on the back end of the nose. Smells a lot sweeter than batch A.
I would agree.
This one's my favorite out of the two.
Oh man. This one's 120.4 proof.
You don't even feel the burn.
And I think you still get that punch of proof. It doesn't burn as much as A, but it's so much more viscous. exactly like you said, like a vanilla ice cream. It's really creamy. It's got a really rich vanilla note to it. It's got some brown sugar to it, maybe a little bit of fruit on the back end, but that is super creamy.
Yeah, I think it's more of a toffee than a fruit. I don't really taste the fruit. I just taste like a real rich French vanilla ice cream, and then with like a truffle almost blended in.
I might get the fruit from that Elijah. I was drinking that Elijah Craig when we were waiting on you, and it's really fruity.
The A grabs your titties and make them hard, but the B is like a little vanilla sundae.
Yeah,
For sure.
I'm impressed by B.
So what are they both same MSR, or they price different? So
Nope, they're both $65.
You get more char on the A, like going back and forth. You can taste the charred or smell the charred barrel.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Or-
that's not a bad thing for the.
No, it's not.
No, taste an A after B. It actually tastes a little less proofy than before, but you definitely get that char and you get a fruit note on it, for me at least. And you get that brown sugar. It's got a lot of brown sugar. But B is just so creamy, so rich in vanilla. I'd say that if you've never had a wheat whiskey before, I think it's definitely worth a try at $65.
Yeah, you can't beat the price. Definitely not for beginners. So I personally think B is my
Superior
favorite.
to A for sure.
Yeah, they both got a lot of, as Brady's term, viscosity to it. So the burn is there, the flavor is there, but B packs I'm more of a sweeter bourbon kind of guy. That's why I love my ryes that much. But B is definitely the winner in my books out of the two.
I agree, and for $65, if you see it for that price, I think you should definitely grab it and try it.
Definitely grab B over A, and like, I mean, I know everybody out there in the bourbon world is trying to hunt for a Weller 12, right? I mean, as far as availability,
They came out a lot this year. I've came across a couple. So that's Chris and Brady.
as far as availability, you know, I'm sure that you'll be able to find this at a reasonable price compared to the Weller 12. And it's drinking much higher than the Weller 12, like Brady pointed out. Like the Weller 12 is 90, and this is coming in at 125.
Yeah, 120.
So I mean, as far as your bang for your buck goes, and if if you're drinking to have a good time, my boy.
I think if you see this $85 or less, I think it's worth a pickup. I know the MSRP is $65. Some places are gonna mark it up because they don't make as much as the Elijah Craig or the Larceny Barrel Proof, and not as many people are looking for it. But I think it's definitely worth the pickup, especially the B batch. That B batch has such a great viscosity, and it's really creamy.
Yes, Chris and Brady, their pet peeve is neck pours. So I learned something new the other day. If you have neck pour, before you pour, you do one of these stunts. Pop it back up, and that gets rid of your neck pour.
And the B batch was a neck pour.
How'd that go?
The B
How'd
batch.
that go?
Right now.
That B
That's
batch.
how it go.
Hey, but the B batch was a neck pour, but we let it sit for about a half an hour in blends before we tried it. So it basically got rid of the neck pour,
Conspiracy.
conspiracy. Thank you.
For sure.
All right, and with that being said,
The B before the A.
So if you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share. If you've had any of these, please share with us what your thoughts are. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. I've said in previous that within the next couple of weeks, we will be having
Couple days.
Well, it's shit. A day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll start our 25 days of Christmas. We'll have a different bourbon all through December. And we will try to educate, and if we can give you the history on it, we will. But thanks for watching. And
Be on the lookout for that new release of the new winter whiskey and then